welcome back. And of course, we had a big game also on Sunday afternoon, just before that Manchester United Arsenal game. West Ham United hosting the champions, Manchester City, hoping for better luck, but it wasn't to be.
It wasn't to be, Tony, and Man City is still playing like a wounded animal. They're still attacking with all their players, and I was like, hang on, is this a team that just won the trophy in the Premier League? But they still have, we mentioned them, they still have targets to meet.
A lot of records to break.
Yes, they wanted to hit the 100 goal margin, which they now have 102, I think, and we know
one more to equal Chelsea's record, and
yes,
two will certainly take them above.
Yes, Tony, and they also were targeting 100 points. Now they have 7 to go in 3 games, which I think they will likely get it. This Man City side, Tony, was too good for the day. Yes, West Ham got a goal, but not enough for them.
Of course, big performance, complete performance almost from Pep's side. He'll be looking to next season. We know that now, after he has wrapped up that league, he should be looking to next season. He's giving a few of the players a chance to impress other clubs that might be interested. But of course, he also is chasing all these records, and he has mentioned that he might maybe be in the market for 1 or 2 players come the end of the season.
Yes, Tony, Ferguson has mentioned this before, that even if you have a full strength side, you need to bring a player or two to give competition to the players that you have, and it always ups their game. So I think Pep has learned the trick.
We kicked off the weekend with Liverpool hosting Stoke, a game that we might have thought Liverpool would get the 3 points in this one. That game ending 0-0.
Yes, Tony, we all hope Liverpool batter Stoke in this game, as given that the previous game before they hosted Roma, they played out all their guns and they came out blazing, scoring goals all over the place. But I think the 2 goals that Roma got at Anfield have psychologically affected Liverpool, in that even if they played most of their starters, we hope on Wednesday, they looked reserved. Mohamed Salah was not blazing as he should be.
They looked tired.
They all looked tired, so I thought maybe they're reserving energy for the big game. But a 0-0 draw still gives Stoke something. Mathematically, they are not relegated. It keeps them in the fight. They're now 5 points with 3 games to go to safety. But I think Stoke will go down. The Liverpool team, Tony, they should have done better. They had a couple of penalty appeals turned down, but still they should have done better in this game.
Of course, very interesting. Now Liverpool find themselves on 72 points, 2 games ahead of Tottenham Hotspur, who play tonight. Themselves on 68 points, just 4 points separate these 2 sides. No one would have thought Liverpool would be in this predicament.
Yes, and I think this is now the mess Liverpool has found themselves in. I think they over-focused on the Champions League and forgot that there were teams still following them, or the Champions League was not guaranteed. And here we are, Liverpool now, they have to visit Chelsea at Stamford Bridge
over the weekend.
So it's a place that club doesn't want to be in, and he now has to capitalize on Champions League if he's to salvage his season.
Very interesting there. After that, we had Chelsea, who we have just talked about, beating Swansea, a person that finds themselves close to the relegation, very worryingly close to the relegation zone. It should be a big problem for Swansea now after that 1-0 loss.
Tony, it's a very big problem. Swansea, unfortunate to concede, I think, inside the first 5 minutes there. They had a goal for this game. They had some chances in this game, but Chelsea trying so much to keep what they've got, and they managed to win this 1-0. The problem now is for Swansea, Tony. They have 33 points. That is just 1 point above Southampton, which is on 18th place, and we all know this.
And they have a game.
Yes, it will be a cracker, Tony, because I think it's a head-on, and winner takes it all in that game. So big problems for Carvajal of Swansea.
Of course, we know that Carvajal had come with a very brilliant first run of 10 games. They've struggled in the past couple of months. Yep. He doesn't look like he still has the spark that they had when he had just turned up. Chelsea, of course, with an incentive now to beat Liverpool. If they beat Liverpool, they make that gap, they narrow that gap to the top 4 places, to almost 3 points. And with the game in hand against Huddersfield, they should be looking to take that chance and get close to Liverpool, who, if they beat Huddersfield, they'll be on the same number of points.
Yes, they've been the same number of points, and I think Liverpool might have a better goal difference. That's the only savior for Liverpool. But still, you don't want to be playing under that massive pressure, especially going the last 2 games or the final game, Tony. Anything can happen. So well done Chelsea, and Conte might salvage also his season by coming to the top four.
Of course, Chelsea has people in its squad that should not be going for the Europa League. They certainly have Eden Hazard in particular, who's a player that might be looking for Champions League elsewhere, in football elsewhere, in case they fail to qualify. He's a player that might not be wanting to play in the Europa League, of course. But we have another big game tonight, Spurs hosting Watford. Of course, at home at the Wembley Stadium, a stadium that might be up for sale, team.
Yes, Tony, it's devastating news that the Wembley is to be sold out, and I'm like, this is a national treasure. No one would want to sell their national.
Shouldn't be in one person's hands.
It shouldn't be in one person's hands, Tony. But we look at Tottenham now, seeing that the top four, the last two positions are becoming competitive, and they have a game in hand. So every team that goes into such a situation with a game in hand always tries to seize their chance, and I think they'll be able to win this maybe 3-0 like over Watford.
And of course, they'll be having Harry Kane, who might have watched Salah at the weekend with who didn't score. He will be licking his lips and trying to get as many goals as he can in this one. He has been off form a little bit in the past couple of games. He should be looking to
Tony,
come back.
He has been off form, as you've said, but I'll be surprised if Harry Kane doesn't score 1 or 2 goals tonight.
Of course, very, very interesting game to watch up for tonight, of course, there. But on the weekend, we also had very big news. Barcelona wrapping up the La Liga title. Not that we didn't expect it, but the manner in which they've done it, they've not lost a game thus far with 4 games left. Very, very brilliant season for Barcelona and Ernesto Valverde.
Yes, Tony, brilliant season, winning 4-2 last night. And I just want to pose a question for you. Are they going to be the Invisibles this year?
Big question, of course. I think they can do it with Real Madrid having a tricky tie in the midweek. Madrid play Bayern, so it might be a big problem for them when they play, because they're up next is Barcelona for them at the Camp Nou. So this is certainly a season that I think Lionel Messi and his colleagues must be looking to go invisible.
Yes, Tony, I think so too, that they might beat Madrid, and no one might challenge them again into that. But big news, Tony, we had captured this for the fans out there, that Juventus and Napoli was not yet a wrapped up affair in Italy, but Juventus winning their game. They are coming from
devastating news
behind 3-2. Devastating news for the Napoli faithfuls there. And then Napoli the following day, Tony, losing 3-0 to
capitulating.
It was a capitulation there, Tony. And it has now opened that it has given Juventus some breathing space that I think Juventus cannot drop.
Of course, after that 3-0 loss to Fiorentina for Napoli, now 4 points behind Juventus. We had hoped for a different outcome from the weekend, of course. Big problems for Napoli. They now need to keep winning all their remaining 3 fixtures and hope that Juve sleep against Roma, who they play next, and a couple of other fixtures that they have there. So it's still a hope game. Whereas if they had won the game at Fiorentina, it would have been suddenly bigger outcome for Napoli. There, of course, they'll be hoping for the best, hoping that certainly one person breaks Juve's dominance in the Serie A there. But it was a brilliant weekend of football. We look up to more football this week. Big football returning. Spurs, of course, play tonight against Watford, and we have Champions League football returning as well. Keep your eye out on our Facebook page. We'll be bringing you all those stories as they break with everyone. Suddenly, of course, the Champions League ties are not settled, team.
Totally, they're not settled. Even if Liverpool leads 5-2, that's not a settled affair. We've seen Roma eliminating Barcelona with that score. A 2-1 lead for Madrid over Bayern still.
Very slim.
It's still slim, Tony. And most teams will be getting their fate, I think, in the next couple of 2 days. Even Arsenal, Atletico, it's a fixture that many think
not yet settled.
Arsenal might get out, but I still give Arsenal a chance in that one.
Of course, big news. Keep your eye out on our Facebook page, the Tonny and Tim Show, as usual. Click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. Don't forget to check us out. We bring you the best in football across the globe. And from us, we have nothing left to say. Goodbye and good night.
Goodbye.